Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We thank each one of you for spending this Sunday morning with us. We are truly blessed to have you all here, and no words to talk about Swamini. She is a disciple of Vidya, and we all been listening to Vidya as well as we go for the Memorial Day retreats. And she's a disciple, and we had the opportunity last Memorial Day to listen to Swami Paraprajnananda in the Gurukulam, and she explained such difficult topics in simple words, and yet it was so profound. It really touched our hearts. It's made a difference for our family, and I hope it does for all of you. And we've Ashwadya Gurukulam is not too far from here. It's about 2.5 hours. This is perfect. Sunday morning, you can be there in 2 hours. I would highly recommend each one of you visiting there. The tranquility and the knowledge that you can gain from just being there for a few hours is just, you can't explain it. You have to be there to feel it. And just to get an understanding, how many of you here have visited the Gurukulam?
Oh, almost all. Almost all.
Okay. So I don't know why I'm speaking to the choir here, but I'm extremely happy that you all have visited. And without any further ado, I would Swamini.
Thank you, Swamini, for coming to our place.
Truly
We are blessed, and hope all of you will enjoy your lecture and get our blessings after the program. Thank you.
There will be a small Q&A session, and after the Q&A session, we are going to chant the Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, while Swamini is at her table for lunch. As soon as we say the 15th chapter, please have prasad and get a blessing. Thank you.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. So we shall be talking about the subject, action is privilege. See, action is a privilege, and this has been given only to human beings. Of all the species that we find in this universe, in this creation, only human being. Is it audible to you?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
This side?
Yeah.
So only human beings are endowed with this power. No other species seem to have this. All of them are acting, but their actions are limited only for their food and self-propagation, things like that. Free will is something which only human beings have. And Ishvara has given this power of action only to human beings, where he can either act or he may choose not to act, and also decide the course of his action. This freedom only human beings have. And if he knows how to utilize this power, wonders can be made with this power. See, if we compare and if we see the life of human being, beginning from Stone Age, beginning from that primitive, looking at the primitive man up to this time, then we will see the kind of innovations and discoveries and what not a human being has created with this power. See, Ishvara has given these three powers to us. Which are these three powers? Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. We have these three powers. One is the power to will, Ichha, other is the power to act, and the third one is power to know. These are the three powers which human beings have. And whatever we know, whatever we desire, we can bring it into action with this power, with the power to act. But here human beings need some guidance. This power he definitely has, but if he is guided properly, then he can do wonders with this power. So here we have to go, or we have to learn from someone as to how to really use this power which we have. It is a privilege indeed, but we should know how to use it. Vedas are supposed to be our source books. Vedas are the pramanam. Pramanam means they are the valid source of knowledge as far as truth is concerned. As far as the means and the way to reach to our goal. First of all, what is the truth and what is the destination of life, what is the goal, plus how to reach to that goal. As far as this is concerned, Vedas are the pramanam. And Vedas say, Dvivido hi Vedokta dharmaha. Vedas preach or they talk about this twofold dharmas. Which are these twofold dharmas? Pravrutti lakshanaha, nivrutti lakshanaha. One is characterized by action, that is called pravrutti, and the other one is nivrutti. These are the two dharmas which are envisaged by Vedas. But here, pravrutti is the first step. Pravrutti means action. That is the first step which will lead you to the second step and which will then again help you in your final destination, that is called moksha. But pravrutti is the main thing, that is the first step. Now, pravrutti has to be done, action has to be utilized in such a way that it prepares us. It prepares us for knowledge, which is the goal of life. If we do not know this, then in spite of acting, in spite of using this power, we may not really gain anything in life. Now let us see how. When Lord Krishna says that action is privilege, these are the words of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. He tells Arjuna, Karmani evate adhikaraha. When he says karma is an adhikara, it is your right. Adhikara, there what he really means by adhikara is that it is a privilege. It is a privilege given to you. But how to use it? That also one has to know. Because most of the human beings do not know how to use this karma. So, how to utilize it? What should be the attitude behind the karma? So, Bhagavan teaches that without knowing that, we may make use of this power that we have, but without really using it as the growth for our evolution. We may not be able to do that without this guidance. So, even Arjuna had this problem. Arjuna did not know the real purpose of action. Having come to the battlefield, which we all know, then when he seeing his own people, he sank in the ocean of sorrow. He was not ready to fight because he thought that this is going to be adharma. He will be doing himsa. At this time, Arjuna is totally confused, totally deluded as to what he should do. And in this he developed vairagya. He says, I do not want to fight. Let my cousins, let them have the kingdom. I want to renounce. This is his bent of thinking. This is what he is thinking at that time. He did not understand the place or the role that karma has to play in our life. He could not see this, as most of the people also do not see this. Arjuna thought, like most of us believe, that action is important or action has to be used for gaining things in life, for achieving different accomplishments, etc. For that, karma has a role to play in our life. In short, for personal agenda, for my own benefit, whatever I do not have, that I can acquire by knowledge. This is what Arjuna thought. And now, having come to the battlefield, when he realized that I don't want this kingdom, and nothing so far, no achievements so far has been able to fulfill me. And so now he says, what is the use of karma? He says to Lord Krishna, na kangshe vijayam Krishna, na cha rajyam bhoga sukhani cha. He says, I don't want kingdom. I don't want this kingdom nor this achievements, nothing at all. Then why should I fight? Why should I fight? Which means what? Which means that he thought that he has to do his dharma, he has to fight only if he is interested in kingdom. Only if he is interested in kingdom, then only he should be fighting, not otherwise. Which means he has a very, very narrow understanding of action, the role of the role that action has to play in life. I have to perform my actions, my duties, provided I need something out of that. If I am to be benefited by performing that duty, only then and then I should do it, not otherwise. And that is why he was on the point of deciding that let me give up karma. And he almost said this to Lord Krishna. He says, I have nothing to do with all this, because they are in no way capable of fulfilling me, and that is why I will give up karma. Lord Krishna not once did he agree to this. Why? Because he could see that action has a larger dimension, larger role to play in life, and not what you think it. You think that if I want something, then I will do. Otherwise, if I don't want it, I will give up. Bhagavan says, no, that is not the right understanding of the action. Action is a privilege and you have to grow. It's not enough that by actions you derive personal benefits. Action can play a larger role. And that is how Bhagavan showed him the place of action in life. And that is where he talked about karma yoga. Action has and this has the source in Upanishads also. If you know about it, Ishavasya says there is a very important mantra occurring in Ishavasya Upanishad. Whatever Bhagavan, Lord Krishna talks in Bhagavad Gita, he has culled from Upanishads. Upanishads are the source books and Bhagavan knows about it. Whatever he talks in Gita, the source is to be found in Upanishads. So Bhagavan says, the source is in Ishavasya Upanishad, which says, Kurvan neveha karmani jiji vishet shatam samaha. There is a beautiful mantra in Ishavasya Upanishad. The first mantra talks about knowledge. First mantra gives the perception of life. Isha vasyam idam sarvam yat kinchit jagatyam jagata. There it is said that may you cover the entire world with the perception that everything is nothing but Ishvara. Whatever is there is nothing but Ishvara. May you have this perception towards the creation. This is the first mantra. But then the second mantra is this. Kurvan neveha karmani jijivishet shatam samaha, which means that again the Upanishad says, may you wish, may you desire to live for 100 years doing karma. May you desire jijivishet. Upanishad is as it were ordering. May you desire to live for how many years? Not 1 or 2 or not 50, 60, maximum 100 years and even more, but by doing karma. Other than this, then the Upanishad says, other than this, there is no other way to grow. There is no other way to grow emotionally and to prepare yourself for moksha. Other than this, other than living a life of karma yoga, there is no other way. So first mantra talks about jnanam, about having the vision that everything is nothing but Ishvara. And then we would think that the second mantra has nothing to do with the first mantra. First mantra is talking about looking upon the entire creation as nothing but Ishvara. And see the second mantra. What is the second mantra? May you wish to live for 100 years doing action. What is the connection between these two? What is the connection? On one hand you are saying that look upon entire creation as Ishvara. And the second mantra says do karma. What is the connection? The connection is shown by Bhagavan. Lord Krishna emphasizes upon action, not mere action, not performing action without thinking, but performing action with the attitude of yoga. It is this, you must all have heard about karma yoga. Bhagavan wants to teach Arjuna, and through Arjuna the entire mankind, what? That our goal in life is meant for having the ultimate happiness, absolute happiness, which goes by the name of moksha. Moksha is not going to some place. Moksha is not going somewhere. Moksha is to abide in happiness and contentment, which is our nature. Which is our nature here and now, but about which we are not aware of. How will we come to know this? How will we come to know this plus abide in this knowledge and make it a reality for us when first we prepare ourselves. When we first prepare ourselves. So see, the theme of Vedas is this, that first stage of life is karma yoga. First stage of life is karma yoga, and not mere karma, but karma performed with an attitude of yoga, which we will talk about as to what does that mean. When you prepare yourself in this manner, then you are ready for the second step, which is that everything is Ishvara. I am also Ishvara, you are also Ishvara, there is nothing but one Ishvara, and I am that. You can come to know this, plus you can abide in this knowledge only and only when you have prepared yourself, when you have purified yourself, by the life of Karma Yoga. Understood? This is the role of karma. This is the place of karma in our life. Not merely for acquiring things, because acquiring things you may have them, but very soon you will find that they are limited. For some time, things outside can make you feel good. You have a desire and you fulfill it. Temporarily, you will definitely feel good. But very soon, we realize that again, that inadequacy, that emptiness within takes over. Again, I feel limited. And then again, I want other things. In this manner, no matter what we do in life, no matter how much we acquire, still we are going to remain the same. So, just utilizing karma for the sake of acquiring things, trying to become better and better and better by karma is not going to bring an end to our main problem. Which problem? That I am limited. The fundamental problem in life is this, that human being, finds himself limited, finds himself inadequate, and that is why he tries to fulfill that by acquiring things which are there in the world. He thinks that what I am seeking what I am seeking will be found from the world, and that is why he is always extrovert. But Bhagavan shows a different dimension to the role of karma in our life. He says you can very well perform action, but just change the attitude. Action pervades our life. See, action pervades our life. From morning to evening, we all are performing actions. What we need to do is just change the attitude behind karma. See, Lord Krishna says, you are already full and complete, but today I don't feel that way. On the contrary, I feel limited. So now what to do? It shows that there are so many blockages inside. There are so many likes and dislikes which pose as obstacles in understanding that I am full and complete. You understand what I am saying? There is lot of ashuddhi, impurity within us in terms of likes, dislikes, kama, krodha, lobha, jealousy, and the main thing is selfishness. Main problem is selfishness. Selfishness means I want things for myself, even at the cost of others. I am interested only in myself. This is the main obstacle in self-growth. This is the main obstacle in self-growth. How do we neutralize this? How do we come out of this? Bhagavan says, you may perform action, and everybody has action, everybody has roles to play in life. We all have a place in the scheme of things. We all have certain duties with respect to the roles which we play in life. Bhagavan says you need not do anything much. Perform your roles in life and the duties which are attached with that, with the attitude of yoga. What is that yoga? That may others be benefited by this service. That doesn't mean I do not do anything for myself, but let others have place in your life. We have acquired from the world, the entire creation is responsible for what I am today. The entire creation has given me something. Just to give you an example, early in the morning, from when we wake up, we need either tea or coffee or something. In just one cup of coffee, who all are involved, tell me? The entire creation has contributed so that I can have a 1 cup of coffee. Entire creation has contributed for that. Think of that. Did I create coffee? Did I grow it? Did I have the milk from my own house? How did it all come about? So the entire planet, in fact, everything was required for the tea to come, for the milk to come, for sun, moon, planets, seasons, everything. And not to mention what all human beings have done, farmers and laborers and so many things. We can't even imagine in just 1 cup for me to enjoy a cup of coffee, entire creation has given their share. So, it automatically becomes my duty to pay back and to respond in a similar way. I have acquired, and whole creation has their share in this. So now it becomes my duty to return the favor. This is what is meant by the sense of offering being there in each and every of our actions. Bhagavan says, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanah. Bhagavan, Lord Krishna shows many principles in Bhagavad Gita. One of them is this, that entire creation is running on the principle of Yajna Bhavana. What is this Yajna Bhavana? That the entire creation is working because if the nature and Ishvara and other beings are constantly contributing. Sun is contributing, 5 elements are contributing, everybody is contributing, and that is why the creation is running, and you are the beneficiary. Each and every one of us is the beneficiary. We cannot say, I don't care. We may say, but is it right? Nobody can say, I am self-made. When we say that, we are forgetting and overlooking what all others have done for us, beginning from our ancestors, our parents, the entire society, the teachers, the sages, the healthcare system, other animals. So, even as we are born, we are already indebted. Even as we are born, we are indebted. Swamiji says we come in a 5-star hotel or a multi-star, not 5-star. In the local language, local things we have 5-star and 7-star, etc. But this, when we are born with what? We have a multi-star hotel right before everything is kept ready for us. And here we don't have to pay taxes. In New Jersey and this, they may demand taxes from you. But Bhagavan doesn't. Everything is free. You are just given. Mother is given, father is given, others are given. Constantly different deities, devatas, the principles in the creation are helping us, giving us things free that we can see. That we are seeing is the grace of which God? Sun God. That we are hearing is due to the space. They reside here in our sense organs. That we can smell, that we can taste, that we can see. All the sense organs of action plus knowledge are functioning. The way they are functioning is thanks to what? Thanks to different deities. And that is why it is said in Vedas that we are indebted to devatas also. Devatas means sun, moon, etc. So they also have a share, very big contribution in our life. Our parents, our teachers, Devarun, Rishirun, Pitrurun. Nruru means other human beings in the society. We may not even know about them, but that we are getting things so easily. Municipal corporation and so much is being done. And We are deriving the benefits, the luxuries, the comforts of all that. Tell me, does it not become our duty to pay back? We have been taking and will continue to take. We have taken, we are taking, and will continue to receive the favor. Bhagavan says automatically it becomes your duty to pay back. So do not use your action for yourself. Use it for others. You have been receiving and now you have to contribute. When we do not contribute, then what happens? The chain will be broken. As I said, the entire creation runs on this principle of contribution. Everybody, if everything in nature is programmed to contribute. Only human being is given a choice. Why? Because he has freedom. He has free will. Whether to do, sun doesn't have a choice. Should there be sunrise or not? Moon doesn't have a choice. Fire doesn't have a choice. Should I burn or not? Waters do not have a choice. Who has a choice whether to do or not? Human being. Should I contribute or not? That choice is given to human being, not for not contributing, but so that he can do it in different ways. If we do not know the place of this, in all likelihood we will abuse the freedom that is given to us. And for this we require guidance. We require the guidance of those who know about it. That what is the Arjuna did not know, and so he declared nonchalantly, I won't fight. No nayotsya ite govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. In the first chapter we find Arjuna declaring this, I will not fight, and then sat down, giving up his bow and arrow and everything. In fact, he was that time not in any mood. He was depressed. Arjuna was depressed. So he could not. But Lord Krishna did not accept this. Right from the 2nd chapter onwards to 18th chapter. Right from the 2nd chapter onwards to 18th chapter, he continued to show the role of karma in our life. He says, just because you do not want, you don't want to do, just because you don't want kingdom, this talent that is given to you, you are a kshatriya, you are a warrior and the best of the warriors. You are given so many talents. Are they only for you? That now you are declaring, I don't want kingdom and so I will not fight. You are fighting for a cause. You are Arjuna, as a warrior, as a kshatriya, it is your duty to protect what? Not usurp kingdoms, which has been done by Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana and the company. As a warrior, as a kshatriya, as a leader, the whole society is looking up to you. And it is your duty to protect dharma, righteousness. And today you say, no, I don't want, so I'll go back, I want to go to Rishikesh and take sannyasa. He almost said that. I will live a life of bhiksha, become a mendicant. What about all this that has been given, and what will happen to the society? What about your duty as a warrior? You cannot just shirk your responsibilities. Bhagavan says, look at me. What do I want from the creation? Bhagavan says, look at me. Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Bhagavan's Bhagavad Gita you should read and you should see the meanings. Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, think about me. What do I have to gain from all the 3 worlds? Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Out of the all 3 worlds, I have nothing to gain, and I have no kartavya. As Bhagavan, I have no kartavya. I am all full. I have everything. But still, varta evacha karma. I am constantly performing. Lord Krishna is the very Dev, is very Ishvara, plus in the form of the all-pervasive Lord. Bhagavan is constantly working. Lord Krishna is just the symbol of Bhagavan. But otherwise, Ishvara means the one who pervades the entire, everything that is there in creation is nothing but Ishvara. In that form also Bhagavan is constantly working. Ceaselessly things are working. Bhagavan is working, and as Krishna also, he has been working. He says, see, look at my life from childhood. Even as I was just born, one by one I have been destroying all the asuras, right from the cradle onwards. When he was in the cradle, from that time I am aware of my duty. I am a responsible person. I am doing my things. Whatever has to be done, that I am doing. I don't have to gain anything. And if I do not do, what will happen? There will be total chaos in the society. People will not understand that I am not doing because I don't want anything. But they will follow me, and they will also stop doing. What will happen to the society? Arjuna, you are also a leader, and we all are leaders in our own ways. We all have a place in life. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a sister, I am a daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, plus in my workplace also I have duties, and I am deriving benefits from everything. I have derived also, I have taken. So now what karma yoga means? How do I have to utilize the action which I have? Use it for others. Use it for others. And how will I do that? Play your part very well. Sincerely play your duties without considering your own convenience. Without, when you have to play your, when you are performing your duties, you can, no, I cannot get up early. I have to prepare the tiffin for my husband, supposing, or children, whatever. Then, no, but for me to get up early is not possible. So you eat from the canteen. You eat from there. No. Playing the duty means less of I, more of others. This is the idea. This is the concept of duty according to our culture. Put your own conveniences, favorability, unfavorability on the back burner. On the back burner. And what do you put it in front? How will others be pleased? How will they be benefited? Like Swamiji says, whenever somebody is before me, what is the first thought that I get? How to be helpful. He says, whenever there is someone before me, anyone, not my personal friends and people, anyone, when they are there before me, the first thought that arises in me is, how should I be helpful to them? If we don't know this, what will be the thought? How to utilize this person for my benefit? How to use him for my business, for my benefits? See, but when will the action become privilege? When will it really help me? When from this action or behind this action, the propelling force is what? Anena Parameshwaraha Priyatam. Let Ishvara in the form of the entire creation be pleased by my this service, by my this action. And I need not go like Arjuna. We are not big warriors and things like that. We have our small place in our life, in our home, in our workplace. Whatever you are supposed to do with reference to that role, do it with sincerity. Pour your entire strength in that. With the attitude, which attitude? That I have been given this place, and by this I am not obliging others, but by this really it is a privilege for me to do for you. It is my privilege to do for you. Just as Hanumanji says, Ram kaj karibe ko atura. Not that when Rama said you have to go, why should I go? No, I cannot do. Look at the way he sits. You see, you have seen his pose, always eager to take Rama's orders. He is all eager because I have been given the strength. I have been given so many talents, and everybody has that. Bhagavan says, use it for me. I have given you, use it for me. And in that process you grow. In that process you grow. How will we grow? What will happen, when we work with this attitude, when we have this attitude behind each and every of our actions, keeping aside ego, keeping aside what about me, what about me, what about me, keeping aside that narrow mindedness, then what will happen with each such action? My selfishness is going, it is vanishing, and what is coming? What is replacing? I am becoming more and more aware of the fact that there is nothing but Ishvara. Today I am compartmentalizing mine, I and mine, and rest I am not bothered about. I am not bothered. But then what will happen? This compartmentalizing which I am doing today out of ignorance, out of selfishness will go. Then what? Everything will merge. Today what is separating from Ishvara? Separating me from Ishvara, this sense of ego. I am different from you, and I want, even at your cost. At your cost, I want more and more of it. I want to grab. I don't want to share. I want to fill up my pockets only. My ego, my gratification, ego gratification. That is important to us today. But Bhagavan, this growth is in the altogether in opposite direction. Growth is less of I, more of others. And by that we are not going to become small. In fact, today, because of this thinking, I am depriving myself of my real nature, which is what? Everything is I. Everything is I. And that is beautiful. But today, because of not knowing, and because of perpetuating that ignorance, when we don't know this, and when we continue to be selfish, then what happens, we may think that we are progressing. I became CEO, this, that, but then I am separating myself. My understanding is not growing. I am depriving myself of the beautiful fact that there is nothing but Ishvara. I am deprived. See, in ignorance, rather than evolving, what is happening? I am going back. And day by day, if I do not pay attention, ego will become bigger and bigger and bigger. And one day, a time will come, there is no place for anyone. No place for anyone. And the selfishness will only kill me. It won't give me any happiness. So the very purpose will be defeated. The very purpose for which I am secluding, I am being selfish, will be defeated. Bhagavan says that is not the way to live. That is not the way to live. You are given a power. What is that power? Of action. Use it for others, and in that you grow. First you grow. When you do this, what will happen, the happiness which we are constantly working for and still we are not getting it in full measure, that we will get by each action of contribution. When in each of my actions, when I am making tea for others, cooking for others, for family, even otherwise I have to cook. Understand? Even otherwise I have to cook. Why not do it with a large-heartedness? Today I may be cooking, but what will be the attitude? Let me finish this and go. Let me finish this. Such a big burden. Every day same cooking, same roti and sabji and every day. Why can't they do it themselves? You also have. Both husbands. There are so many fights because of this. Who will do? Why should I all the time? Why should I be exploited? Every time I am being taken advantage of. At workplace, at home, everywhere we have these problems between spouses, between sisters and siblings, everywhere. Everywhere we want ourselves, we want to guard ourselves. That is where our all energy is going. Bhagavan says, reverse the process. By this you won't get anything. The Shaktis are given to you not for this, are given for you to grow and encompass the entire creation within you. And that will happen only by the change here. By the change here. We have the means with us. We have the means. So many things to be done. And in that, just change the attitude. And the new journey will begin. Just reverse the process. So far I am doing only for myself, now for others. May others be benefited, and in the process, what will happen? Ultimately, I will be benefited. In which way? Which way? Tell me. Before you ask me questions, I will ask you questions. Otherwise, you will all shoot questions at me. How will we be benefited? I am doing everything for you, but in the process, how will I be benefited?
Make you happy.
Yes. By giving, we really become happy. See, when there is no selfish motive, then when you are doing, in that giving itself, in sharing, in contributing, you derive happiness. And you derive happiness when you are feeding others, helping others, and when you see that smile on their faces, when they are contented, when somebody is sick, say, and you do something for them, press their legs or give them some medicine, just sit with them, comfort them, they feel so good. Thank you, really, thank you so much. I needed you. And even if they don't utter anything, but they feel so good. Seeing them, what do you feel? You feel very bad? I wasted my time. No, you feel good. And that will make you go another time. These are the real things. This makes the difference. I was working so hard to get some happiness. And I was not. So I drink and do this and that and so many things. And still remain high and dry. But in this small acts of kindness also, we feel so good. So the real happiness becomes manifest when we do something for others, when we contribute. That is why Swamiji says that transformation, the real transformation in life is from being a consumer to being a contributor. Consuming, I have been doing. Nothing, no big deal about it. But when I start contributing, in giving I am going to get happiness. Two things will happen. Happiness will because Atma is of the nature of happiness. The blockages, moment they go, which are the blockages? Selfishness. I, mine, arrogance. Why should I do? This is not my work. I don't deserve this kind of things. It is below my dignity. No. So that is ego. From that kama, krodha, jealousy, competition, so many, all these are the things which are blocking what? Happiness, peace, which is integral to my nature. Moment it goes, from the time it begins to grow, begins to go, little by little happiness manifests. It won't suddenly happen, but with each act of kindness, be it big or small, happiness begins to come out. And you feel happy without reason. You are contented without reason. You feel pleased. Nothing more is now required. You follow? By such acts of kindness, you are happy. Why should we miss this? Why should we miss this? Ample opportunity is there from morning to evening. Just utilize. This others don't have. They are doing what they have to do, but Ishvara makes them do. Whereas we have to use our willpower and do this. Bhagavan says that when you do this, Siddhim Vindati Manavaha. Manavaha will get Siddhi. What Siddhi? More millions will come. Already there are so many. Already I have many, but still I am in search of happiness, in search of peace. So millions are not really doing anything to me. Still the same insecurity. Moment somebody goes ahead, then I feel, with all my bank accounts also, when somebody else goes ahead, then I feel, oh my God, there is tension here. There is stress here. Because today I don't have that perception to see that in their happiness I am happy. Why should it make me little? Because problem is here. We have not worked with our minds. We have not worked with it. It needs lot of working. Moment we start living this life, what happens, Heart, antakarana, our understanding, that is getting purified, that gets neutralized. All the things which are blocking, slowly they get neutralized, they go, and then not much is needed. The reversal process has begun, and that is the biggest blessing. That is the biggest blessing, and it is then that we really start utilizing the power which is given. Otherwise, it will not bless us, even though we have it. Bhagavan Lord Krishna goes to the extent of saying that if you do not pay back, you are a big thief. Stena eva saha. You have taken, and today you claim, no, I am not bothered. I don't care. My life, I am the only focus of my life. Nobody else has place. Then you are not really, you are in fact going down the ladder of evolution. Going down. See, we don't know all this. We don't know all this. It is not for that these powers are given. So Arjuna, better understand. Niyatam sangarahitam araga dveshatah krutam. Bhagavan. So if you look into the verses of Bhagavad Gita, such beautiful verses are there pertaining to Karma Yoga. Niyatam means always do what is to be done. Each and every situation is telling us something that I should respond. Every situation calls for a proper response from me. Each and every situation, if we think, calls for a proper and becoming response from us. We have to understand, what am I supposed to do now? what is becoming of me in this situation. I am a speaker just now, so I should be speaking not for my own benefits, that I will get fame by this or some such thing. No, I have come here to share something with you, and that should be my intention, sharing. Not that they will garland me and do this and that. No, that just I'm giving you a common example. And for you, when you are listening, what is your duty? What is most becoming? Listen and try to understand something. Be receiving of this with all intention. Not what will be there for lunch and and then when will she finish and all this. No. We came because they invited, but not really interested. No. Now having come, what is the duty? I listen carefully and gain what is to be gained. This is just an example. Similarly, in each and every of our roles, and we play multiple roles. It is a big thing, big privilege that we are given this opportunity. Bhagavan says, don't oblige me and don't do all this with patronizing attitude, but with the attitude that I am given this opportunity. Like Bharata says to Lakshmana, when they are going to the forest, Lakshmana and Sita is accompanying Rama. Rama is supposed to go to the forest. Sita also joined because she is wife, she would join. But Lakshmana also joined. He says, for me, you are my parents. Mother, father, everything is you. Rama is saying, go and ask Sumitra, your mother. He says, you are my mother and father. I will not ask anyone. Then when Bharat comes and goes to the forest to bring him back, to bring back Rama, then having met Rama, he says to to Lakshmana, you are so blessed. He says, you are so blessed and fortunate that you got this chance to do. And look at me. Look at me. I have been the cause of Rama's suffering. And you have got you've got this opportunity. Similarly, we have got this opportunity to do something, that we are human beings, that we have intellect, that we have understanding, that we have this power, kinetic power in our hands, in our intentions. We educate ourselves about this, and then we are going to grow. So this is how we look upon our place in life and play all our duties. We don't require much. If we do it this way, we'll all be very happy. No fights, no conflicts as to why I have had to give more. Both the partners, having come from their work office, both are tired. Both husband and wife. Now, who will make the coffee? Or who will cook? He says, I am too tired. I had a very long day, very tough day. She says, even I. Don't think only you are working, even I am working. I am also tired. Now what to do? Problem in cooking, teaching the children whatever their lessons are, who will do? But if I take the initiative, okay, you take rest today. No problem. Don't worry. I will look after. Not only wife, even husband has to do. He can also. But provided we have this understanding. Otherwise, I am not supposed to cook. In America, this doesn't apply. But I am just saying, this is how we take initiative. We take the steps. Not always he should take or she should take. No. Give in. Just give in and grab the opportunity. More we will see the importance of this, more we will be into it. More we will be into this. and then knowledge is not far away. Knowledge is not far away. Which knowledge? I am Brahman, I am full, I am complete, is now just, matter of time, because preparations are there. The ground is ready. Already selfishness has started depleting. It's going. Ego is almost emaciated because of all this. Already Ishvara has started coming. I'm now aware of it. So now it is just a matter of time that I can abide. I will know that I am Brahman and I will easily abide in this. Otherwise, understand, Bhagavan says, without this preparation, if you take sannyasa also, it won't help. Without this preparation, if you go away, if you do not use your action in this way, it is quite possible that this chance may not be given to you again. It's quite possible. So, action is a privilege which human beings enjoy, and we will use it in the best ways if we know what it really does, what it can, where it can lead us to. Just as sugar cane, sugar cane you have to throw away only after deriving the juice from it. Arjuna wanted to throw away this action. Bhagavan says derive first from it and then take sannyasa, then it is fine. So even when we are living, our life become a sannyasi. Bhagavan says anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti. He compares a karma yogi with a sannyasi. In Bhagavad Gita, he eulogizes karma yoga, action performed with the attitude of offering in the place of a sannyasi. He says the one who does this is a sannyasi. How come? He is working in life, he has not given up anything. How come he is a sannyasi? Bhagavan says because the element of a sannyasi, the chief characteristic of a sannyasi, what is it? Tyaga, giving up, is already there in this person. Which person? This karma yogi. Even though he is living a life of householder, even though he is there in the world, has not taken up not given up, but still he is a sannyasi. Why? Because anashritaha karma phalam. I don't want anything out of this. I may have my things, but let others also have their share. Let others be benefited by this. May this action be an offering unto Ishvara in the form of the entire creation. When it is done, may it be for my father, mother, spouse, brothers, children, workplace. I do it with this attitude. This is sannyas. The element of tyaga is there. Plus he is a yogi also. Bhagavan compares this person with a sannyasi and a yogi. What is the yoga? Where is the element of yogi in this? How is he compared with a yogi? See, if you have seen a yogi, the main thing about yogi is always be alert and always concerned about chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga means chitta vritti nirodha. No thoughts should come. That is one understanding of yoga. So they are always alert. This karma yogi is also a yogi. In which sense? He is always alert. About what? How to use this karma. How not let the ego come into this and let the attitude of offering be in this. He is always alert. Without being alert, we will complete all the karma and we won't even remember that this was supposed to be done in this way. We do it in the old manner and we will forget all this. So Bhagavan compares a karma yogi with a sannyasi plus a yogi. He has the benefit of both. So this is in short about this topic. We will conclude with this. Om Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just a second.
Please come and take Swamini's blessing and some fruits along with it.